So, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. HBO have casted their Joel and Ellie for their up-and-coming Last of Us TV show, and the casting choice is crazy. We've got Pedro Pascal from Narcos and Mandalorian fame coming to play Joel, and we have Bella Ramsey, a Game of Thrones breakout star, coming in to play Ellie. Now, if we're going off likeness, like visual likeness to the characters, I would have really have loved to see, if we're going for an older character as well, Josh Brolin play Old Man Joel. Yeah, I think he could pull off a Young Man Joel as well, but still, visually Josh Brolin looks more like Joel, and Ellen Page would have looked a hell of a lot more like Ellie. Now, I've seen characters who look nothing like their visual counterparts, and they've been fantastic. And I love Pedro as Mando, obviously, massive place in my heart, as a Mandalorian and Disney and Star Wars nerd. As well as him being in Narcos, he was fantastic in Kingsman 2, he was fantastic in Game of Thrones as well. Funny enough, 2 Game of Thrones stars coming back to HBO. You know, we had HBO's Game of Thrones, HBO's, The Last of Us. I don't want to name names, but okay, it's kind of a bit sus. But Pedro and Bella have both been in Game of Thrones, and they're both coming to The Last of Us. I want to see what Bella has to offer as Ellie. I've not watched too much of Game of Thrones, but I do believe that Bella potentially has the acting chops to pull off a very important character in this series, because Ellie is, no spoilers for The Last of Us 2, but Ellie does go on to be the sole protagonist at points of the story. So Bella's going to have a very big character to deal with in the form of Ellie, and I hope Bella rises to that challenge as an actress, and I hope she can pull off Ellie in a very interesting and entertaining manner. I think she will be able to. She seems like a young child actor who's got her head straight, who seems like she's got her priorities in order. She seems like she could definitely handle herself as this character, and I would like to see what she likes to do with Ellie and what the show lets her do as Ellie. Obviously, we know this is a younger Joel and Ellie, as Bella is obviously a lot younger than, like, say, if someone like Ellen Page or someone else who could have played Ellie. Bella is a lot younger, so we know that it's the original game as the source material, which is lovely, because everyone had mixed feelings about the second Last of Us game. But Pedro as Joel, some angles I can see it, some angles I can't, but I definitely think as the characters I've seen him play, I'm interested to see how he too plays Joel, how he'll handle this character. Joel and Ellie are 2 massive characters that have a massive place in my heart, because I've loved The Last of Us game and I've played it multiple times. I'm sure loads of other people have too, and everybody is worried and nervous to see their favourite video game become a movie or a film or a TV series. So with Bella and Pedro both being actors who worked on the same show before, both being in Game of Thrones, both working with the HBO team once before, hopefully they'll have a bit more free roam when it comes to playing their characters and doing justice to their roles. But I think both actors, from what I've seen, even though I've only seen a limited amount of Bella's acting, I'll have to do a bit more research into other roles that she may have played. But for me, I definitely have some faith in that this show could potentially be a very good representation of the game. And I really hope that both Pedro and Bella get the team that they need, the writing group that they need. I hope that the right writers are on board. I hope that they take enough inspiration from the first game and they completely ignore the second one. I hope that both Bella and Pedro have played The Last of Us, or if they haven't, they might go on to play it and do some research. I'm sure they will. And as much as I would love to see Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson come and play their roles live action, that would be awesome. As sadly as that would be a nerd's dream come true, that's not going to happen, obviously. But I'm sure Pedro and Bella will knock this one out of the park if HBO writes it correctly and does it well. I don't know when it's going to be released, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys, my community, has to say in the comments down below. So get talking, get conspiracy making, cast other people, We had Hugh Jackman, we had Josh Brolin, some people even said Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Walking Dead, which would have been a funny Joel. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see who's going to get casted as Tess, who's going to get casted as Tommy, Marlene, if they're even going to be casted, I don't know, but I would love to see your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. And Pedro, as being Mando, being the Mandalorian himself, I'm sure he'll bring a lot of awesome action to the show. I've seen him now in Kingsman 2. I've seen his clips from Game of Thrones, seen him in Mando, seen him in Narcos. I'm sure he's going to bring a very detailed Joel and a very graphic Joel to the show. I don't know what the age rating of the show is going to be. Hopefully a 15, or possibly an 18. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see more of Bella. I'm going to have to do some research on Bella's character and how she acts in other things, if she's done other roles. Because as I say, I've only really seen her in Game of Thrones. But I do believe that the two of them could have good chemistry. Hopefully they get a bit of a bond of Joel and Ellie like we see in the game, and I would really like to see how this storyline progresses. And as long as it sticks to the format of the game, the first game, and uses the first game as source material, and really sticks to it, and don't let Neil Druckmann touch it. Just take the source material from the first game and roll with it. Get some like fan interaction as well, like any of the fans, get some fans to write in and suggest ideas for episodes and give their suggestions and stuff. But don't let Neil touch it, because he killed The Last of Us 2. So don't let him touch it. Just focus on the first game. Take the source material from your first game, and mingle with fans, talk online, be interactive, and make the show feel like a game, just 10 times better because of the budget, 10 times better because it's live action, and do the special effects well, like with the clickers and the different zombies. And I'm looking forward to seeing definitely the level of like effects. Don't go too CGI. I think practical effects would be quite good, but I think that's going to be up to them. And they've done Game of Thrones, and the writing kind of let Game of Thrones down towards the end, and I hope that doesn't happen with this show. I hope they do it nice and short and sweet. Don't drag it out too much. Leave it, short and sweet like the first game was, and make it as good as the first game, if not better. Try and compete with it, and you've got enough source material. And yeah, so the final points on this, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to seeing maybe a trailer or some concept art or something. But Pedro Pascal as Joel, Bella Ramsey as Ellie. I'm very excited for this one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to sit down, watch it with my girlfriend, play through the game again, probably in the run-up to the game, the show coming out. Play the game once more. Another treat for me. But yeah, leave me all your comments and thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace out. Goodbye.
Switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia. Darling, I'm just so fed up with. What does perfect even